Czech sprinter Pavel Bittner announced himself to the world yesterday by taking his first Grand Tour stage win ahead of Wout van Aert and Caden Groves. But today isn't one for the fast men. With almost 4,000 metres of climbing, the baroudeur and the breakaway specialists will be licking their lips, although there could also be a bit of GC action depending on how the day unfolds.
Do you guys intend to defend the red jersey today?
It depends on the breakaway. I think we will not kill the team on this stage because we have to manage our energies for the whole Vuelta. But it all depends on how the race will be in the first kilometers.
Visma Lease Bike lost a bit of ground on stage 4, but Keon Uterbrooks says there are better days ahead for him and Sepp Kuss.
If we feel good, then we also need to go for it. But I think in the situation we are now, our goal is to hang on as long as possible. And we know that we normally become better during the 3 weeks. So yeah, that needs to give confidence for Madrid.
João Almeida is the best placed UAE rider, but Adam Yates is also hoping to hit back after a difficult start to this Vuelta.
It's been hot and I struggled a little bit with the heat, especially stage 4. I lost a little bit of time, but yeah, it's not too much, so I'm still in the fight. Yeah, okay, maybe I'm a little bit behind, but it's still a long race.
There's every chance the breakaway will fight for stage honours today, and Carlos Verona is one of a host of riders who's hoping to be up there. Today, like a lot of people, I'll try to be in the breakaway. This is a stage where it could go all the way, and we've got a bit of freedom to try different options. So I'll try to be up there, but it's going to be tough because so many riders are interested, and the terrain's not super hard. It's going to be a question of luck. "185 kilometres on the menu today between Jerez de la Frontera and Junquera. There is bound to be an aggressive start, and it might not be until the first climb after 60 kilometres, the Cat 1 Puerta del Boyar, that a breakaway actually forms. With almost 15k at 5.5%, it will certainly thin out the peloton. There are then 3 Cat 3 climbs to tackle in the final 60k, including an uphill hike to the finish line. Well, as expected, there was a wild start to the stage with lots of attacking in the early kilometres. Unfortunately, that was before the live pictures had started. Still, it took a long time for the breakaway to get the green light from the peloton. Finally, with just under 100k to go, a group of 13 riders eked out a small gap. Plenty of strong names in there, including the Australian duo of Ben O'Connor and Jay Vine. There was also Florian Lipovic, a teammate of Primož Roglic. The main bunch seemed happy enough with that, and the gap slowly eased out to over 2 minutes. Mauri van Sevenant was also in the front group along with Chris Harper, Pelayo Sanchez, Gijs Leemreizer and Christian Rodriguez. Smart tactics from Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe to get Lipovic into the move, because the young German was the highest placed on GC at the front. He could potentially end up taking the red jersey from his teammate Roglic. That would also force other teams to chase in the peloton. Bahrain Victorious eventually decided to take up the reins on behalf of their white jersey, Antonio Tiberi, but by this time the gap had swelled out to over 5 minutes. The idea wasn't necessarily to catch the breakaway, but at least keep them at a respectable distance. The leaders approaching the intermediate sprint, where O'Connor had his eye on the 6 bonus seconds. They put him level on time with Lipovic and in the frame for the red jersey. The front group would end up being shattered on the day's second climb, the Puerto del Viento, as O'Connor and Leemreizer attacked. The Aussie was clearly having a very good day. He and the young Dutchman quickly built a lead of 45 seconds on their nearest chasers, Marco Frigo and Urko Barade, who were joined by Pelayo Sanchez. The Lipovic group was now over a minute back, with the peloton still at around 5 minutes. Roglic was apparently okay with losing the red jersey today. Still, UAE Team Emirates and Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe didn't want to give O'Connor too much time, so they began to pace a bit harder. The leaders embarking on the penultimate climb, and 2 would soon become 1.
It's Ben O'Connor who has decided to leave his breakaway companion, Gijs Leemreize, behind.
O'Connor absolutely hammering his way through the final part of this stage with shades of his victory in Tignes at the Tour de France in 2021. He now led the peloton by over 6 minutes and was set to take a huge overall lead. Further back, the remnants of the breakaway were chasing in vain, with Lipovic also set to vault up the GC. Movistar were helping to chase in the bunch, but the damage was done. What a performance this was from Ben O'Connor.
Here on the Alto de las Abejas, it's Ben O'Connor who's stung the race. He's stung his rivals, and he's going to ride into the red jersey. He's going to take the red jersey, but along with that, he's going to join that elusive club of winning a stage in each and every Grand Tour. From the Tour de France to the Giro d'Italia, now La Vuelta a España. Ben O'Connor is the first rider from Decathlon Étoile Mondiale to wear the leader's jersey in La Vuelta.
Like I said this morning, great, man.
O'Connor completing his Grand Tour hat-trick in some style with a crushing victory on this 6th stage. The Australian simply in a league of his own today, and he has given himself a superb opportunity to finish on the overall podium. He now leads La Vuelta by almost 5 minutes.
I felt like I could win this stage from the start, so yeah, it's pretty special when you can just go out and crush it like that. I absolutely loved every moment. I was looking at the Triple Grand Tour winners, a list of guys who have done it before this race started, so I'm proud to put my name there on that list, and yeah, I guess I have the red jersey as well, so it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience maybe, so I'm going to enjoy every moment.
That's a 3rd win this season for O'Connor, who is off to Jaco Alula next year. Frigo was 2nd at 4 minutes 33, with Isaac Del Toro leading in the GC group at 6 minutes 31. So O'Connor leads Roglic by a whopping 4 minutes and 51 seconds overall, while Lipovic climbs up to 4th. Adam Yates crashed, however, and he finds himself over 9 minutes off the pace. No change in the green jersey standings, with Wout van Aert still 13 points clear of Caden Groves. Sylvain Monniquet holds on to the polka dot jersey, with Sanchez and O'Connor moving into the top 6 after their efforts today. We've also had a change in the youth classification, with Lipovic now leading Tiberi by 11 seconds. Tomorrow we will have a punchy stage to Cordoba with only one climb that comes late in the day. Join us for that on Friday, and thanks for watching.